All right, good day, scholars. Today we're going to be making your user interface for your Relief application here. So I have the wireframe here. We're going to try and make it look as close to this for now. We're not going to worry about activity 2 for now. If you guys finish this with the code and everything, we'll change it. But I think this should work out pretty well. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to MIT App Inventor. You're going to get logged in, blah, 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 blah. We're going to start a new project. Okay. So you can start a new project on the project screen here, or you can just go to projects, click on start new project. I'm going to call it Relief App. I'm going to call it 2021 just so I remember the date years from now if I ever have to look at this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it tablet size just to make it easier. And if we look at our intro screen here, all it is a logo and a button to start the application. So that's pretty easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a logo. So we need an image, boom. You guys will put your own logo in. I'm going to put an example logo in. So I'm going to upload a file to this image component. This is just a logo example placeholder. Obviously, you guys can put whatever you want in there. That's up to you. So the logo is to the left. I'm going to make it in the center. So I'm just going to go to screen 1. I'm going to align everything on screen 1 to the center. There it is. And then we need to put a button down here. So if my logo is up here, I don't want the button to be like touching the logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to layout. I'm going to grab just any arrangement. I'm just going to use that as a spacer. That will appear invisible. So you don't have to worry about that. And then we're just going to grab a button. User interface button, boom, drag it on down. Make it say, I don't know, get relief. Or maybe say start relaxing or something. You know, that's up to you guys. I'm going to have to say start relaxing. And then you have all these properties for this button. So you can make the font size larger, right? Obviously, you want to make it a larger. You can change the shape. I really prefer rounded. I like to bold my buttons just because I think it's nicer looking. And then you can change the text color. You can change the color of the button itself as well, right? So if you want it to be red, you can make it red. If you want to make it, you know, maybe maybe pink is a nice relaxing color. It's up to you guys. And you can also change the screen background color as well. So on screen, I can change the background color right here, and you can make that whatever you want as well. So I'm just gonna keep it blue and pink. Why not? That's your first thing. We'll do the code for this button later. The next spot we need like an intermediate screen where they can choose things. And we're going to make all this. Even though we're not going to be using activity 2 in settings, at least in this first iteration, we'll put it in there just so you can, talk about it maybe. So to make a new screen, I go up to here. I'm going to click add screen. I'm going to call this the selection screen. That way we know it's the screen where users select what they want to do. And you click on it, you hit OK, and it's going to load it, and you'll see everything disappear. That's because we now have 2 screens. So if I go back to screen 1, it'll show what we had there, but we're going to work on selection screen first. And in our selection screen, we got 3 buttons, evenly spaced. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab 3 buttons. Boom. 1, 2, 3. And then so what are the 3 buttons? Relax while drawing. Activity number 2 in settings. So I'm just gonna name these so I know. Relax with drawing. Activity number 2. And then we're gonna have a settings button. Settings. Now you'll notice these are all different sizes. We want them to all be the same size. So I'm going to first off, let's make the font sizes all the same. Let's do 35. 35. Oh, I'm doing 36. Whatever. And then let's make the height and width the same thing as well. So, what would be a good... So there's 3 buttons, 100%, but let's do 30? 30% height. And then let's make the width 80%. See what that looks like. Shape rounded. That is a very large button. Maybe make this like 75%. A little bit smaller. Come on, 70. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna do that for all of them. 75, 75, 75. So that was 30% high. Maybe make them all rounded. You know, make them look, choose what you want, by the way. You don't have to make it look like I'm doing it. As long as you got 3 buttons on the screen, you're fine. We want these buttons to be in the middle. So I'm going to change the selection screen. I'm going to align horizontal center. I'm also going to align vertical center. That way it'll put everything in the very center. Okay. Now you can change the colors, right? So if you want the background color to be, we can just make it black, and then you could make these colors, some relaxing thing that you like. Doesn't matter to me. Maybe one's pink. Maybe one of them is, I don't know, red. It's not super relaxing, but you can always do a custom color if you wanted something, like if you wanted to do a blue but a lighter blue, you can do that for sure. Just mess around with it. You get the idea. So there's our 3 buttons. The back button will be on the phone already. That's fine. Let's make the drawing screen. So we'll do the code for these buttons later. You might want to bold these. Oh, that looks kind of weird. You'll have to play around with it and kind of see what you like. I'm going to make the next screen. So I'm going to add a screen. I'm going to call the 3rd screen the drawing screen. And I'm going to hit OK, and it's going to load it up. Just give it a second. And then from here, we're going to try and make this, or at least a spot where the user can draw. So we need a canvas first off. The canvas is going to take up most of this application here. So I'm going to go to Drawing and Animation drawer here, and I'm going to grab a canvas and click and drag it over. I'm going to make the drawing screen align to the center. I'm going to go back to my canvas, and I'm going to make the height. I'm going to make the height 75%. We might change it later. And I'm going to make the width fill parent automatically. So then this is our drawing area, okay? And I'm just going to leave that blank. That is fine for now. Below the drawing area, we need to have some options here. So we need a color picker, we need a slider, clear, save, and back. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some layouts. I'm going to grab a horizontal arrangement, and I'm going to make that arrangement with fill the parent. And I'm going to make, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this, just to make the math easier, I'm going to make the canvas height 70%. Okay. That means we have 30% to work with down here. So I'm going to make this arrangement height 15%. And then I'm going to get another horizontal arrangement. I'm going to make the height of that other horizontal arrangement 15% as well. That means we now have, and I'll make the width fill parent as well. We have 100% of the screen full, right? So this is 70, this is 15, this is 15. That makes 100% when you add them up. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to start adding our things. So this is going to be a selector. So I'm going to use a user interface, and I'm going to make it, you know what, do I have a color picker in here? No, I don't. Media, layout, user interface. Let's make this a spinner right here. We're going to put a spinner in this bad boy. We're going to make, you know what? Would a spinner be the best? Slider, image, checkbox. I think a spinner would work the best. Okay. And then in that spinner, what we can do is we can add the colors we want the user to be able to choose from. So we'll, we can do blue, comma, space, yellow, comma, space, green, comma, space, red, comma, space, orange, green, blue, purple. You guys get the idea. And we're going to put that in the elements of the string properties of that spinner. That means when a user clicks on that spinner, it'll let them choose from those. And I'm actually going to make the horizontal arrangement one. I'm going to align horizontal center. No. Left, align vertical center. That way it's in the middle of this thing here. And then we can take a slider and drop that bad boy in there as well. And we're going to make that slider with fill parent. So that slider, it doesn't look like it, but that slider will now go all the way across this area with its green boxes. So they have a color, a place to choose colors, and they have a slider here. That's fine with me. Then we're going to go and we have to add clear, save, and share. So in this one, it's just 3 buttons. Boom. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 buttons, so we're going to make the width of these buttons 33% each. 1, 2, and 3. That way it fills up the whole screen, right? So 33 plus 33 plus 33 is 99. If we want to get real technical with it, we can select that horizontal arrangement that they're in and align that horizontal to center. And that will make sure they're all in the center. And then we can change it to say clear canvas. You can have this one say save and share. And then this one can be, main menu. And then you can make them look however you want. So bold them, make the font sizes larger maybe. It just kind of depends on what you want it to look like. Completely up to you guys. And we can always tweak this later. We're just getting the bones here. Okay. I think that's it, gentlemen. Gentlemen, ladies, whoever's, I forgot whose app this is. I think it's all dudes, but you guys get the idea. So yeah, make it look how you want. You can change the background color of this if you want, right? To whatever you want. These arrangements will be invisible. So you'll just be able to see the slider and the drop down as well as the buttons. You might be able to get away with this arrangement being less high, so maybe change that to 10%. We'll play around with it later. As long as you get the user interface done, you're good. We only have the 3 screens, so you've got this with the 1 button. You've got the selection screen with the 3 buttons, and then you've got the drawing screen with the canvas, the drawing selections, and then the clear, save, and main menu buttons. So make it look how you want. That's basically it, gentlemen. That's the user interface, and we will do the code for this later.